Hello guys and welcome back to StarDirve with the BlackBox and Combined Arms Mods. So that little cold I had turned out to be full on COVID and it sort of wiped me out for about a week or so, but left me with a bit of a lingering cough, which has meant the gap has been a bit longer, but I'm alright now, and hopefully the cough has gone so that watching these videos won't be an unpleasant experience for you. We are playing as the Draylok and we are at war with the Courtesine. At the end of the last episode, I had a sort of frustrating experience where I kind of got trapped around this planet and suffered quite a few casualties, but we should be able to recover from that, and I would like to see whether we can take the Cirrus system and maybe the honorary system from the Courtesine. First fleet seems to have disappeared for some reason, so let's go with creating some scouts. We'll go with 4 of those, just so that we can. Should I? Yeah, I may as well go with automatic requisition. 5th fleet and the 4th. So 4th fleet we could do with. No, we'll leave it for the moment. That's the bombing fleet. So 5th and 4th. Where are you, 4th? Yeah, so we'll move both fleets sort of north in our empire, and then see whether we can deal with Cirrus. The Courtesine are counter-attacking the polyps. Just whilst they've got such a large polyp fleet around this world, there's not much I can do about it. So I'll just have to keep an eye on that. We are researching vertical farming to help improve the economy. And I think priority is to rebuild this 5th fleet. And I think then, I don't know, I might experiment with maybe drones, because the cruiser is quite good, but I spent a long time sort of trying to fill out the internal parts of the ships when they could be quite good for drone bays, but we'll see about that in the future. There's the Vulva and polyps over there. Let's just have a little look at the relationships view. So the Korathi are at war with the Courtesine. The Courtesine are at war with the polyps, ourselves, and the Korathi. The Vulva and the United Federation are fighting. The Dauntless are at peace with everybody. How are we doing overall? We are 1st economic strength, 1st scientific, and 1st population. 6th military, though. So yeah, let's have a look at the Empire. Yeah, our planets are producing those ships to replace our losses. And I think once we've got the 5th fleet back up to any kind of decent strength, I'll then produce another one. Because our territory now is quite large. I think it needs at least 2 fleets to be able to guard it properly. So the polyps seem to be starting another invasion. Courtesine's forces spotted in Drell. That was just one ship. So they've built this planetary auto cannon, which seems to be doing great damage against the polyp troops. Yeah, really good damage. Makes me think that perhaps we should invest in that. Maybe with some better planetary shields. Because it's only going to be a matter of time before the remnants return. Let's have a look at Cyclops 1. So building up the spaceport there. It's got a rover bay, and freighters are bringing population. Let's back up to 4 billion. I've got it as an agricultural world. Yeah, okay. In fact, does it have a shield? It doesn't. I will queue up a shield and a disruptor emplacement. Dormant volcanoes become active. Okay, well that's not too serious for us. So 5th Fleet. Let's push the game speed up a bit. And the 1st Fleet. Let's move you together. So yeah, 5th Fleet. We need to, as there's our cruiser. Just need to let that gather together a bit. And let's move the 1st Fleet towards Syrah, so there seems to be some sort of fight there. And 4th and 5th. Put the game speed down for a minute. Drail 3. How are you? Let's queue up a disruptor. And should it have a mega city? Oh no, it shouldn't, because it's an agricultural world, and the mega city will harm the fertility there. So that makes sense. Just a gas giant at Icabulus. Let's push the game speed up again. How many troops do we have? We've got only 7. So I think I should work on that. We were recruiting troops at this world, wasn't it? I think. Yeah. So let's queue up a few there, and back at Drell perhaps. What about Drell 4? Hasn't got a military outpost, but we could keep one up. And Drell 3, queue up some troops there as well. So 1st Fleet, let's move in a bit. See what the defences are like. Oh, we seem to have discovered a Quarterzine fleet there. There is a Polyp cruiser. Planet does have some defences. Let's bring in the 5th Fleet here, and then the 4th. Fifth Fleet, yeah, still quite a few to rebuild. This is not a polyp system, so I assume that I'll be able to fire at that ship, or it will fire at me. We'll have to see. I've built a small station. Okay, what's that got on there? Quite a lot of red lasers. Polyps are using plasma torpedoes. I'll call an invasion just to get the troops on the way. Fourth Fleet, bombard when you can. Fifth Fleet, take out the station. Are there any troops? There's a couple of our luck troops. There we go. Don't do too much bombardment, that will probably be enough. Oh, the Courtesan fleet has arrived. Oh, the beam ships. Yeah, we need to take out those beam ships. The Korvapi and the Courtesan piece, okay. Let's bring out the fourth fleet. They've got 23,000 shields. Our weapons will penetrate those shields though. But they came in nice and concentrated, so we've suffered quite heavy casualties. Still, I think the cruisers are doing good damage. Oh, no, we will be rejecting that. Colony shielding at Cyclops 1 built. Yeah, they've got a lot of cruisers. I think we may lose this battle. We'll see, we'll see. There's that one gone. Our own cruisers, I think, are better, but there's far fewer of them. The remnants are getting stronger. Great. Take out this one actually. Oh, they've got an Owlok troop and the outpost there, so they may be able to resist our forces. The polyps captured that world, the one in the middle of our empire, finally. Took them a while. And the polyps have recaptured El Rab as well. Fifth Fleet really does need to be rebuilt. I've lost a lot of my ships. I suppose it was corvettes up against, well, frigates rather actually, up against their cruisers. Our own cruisers are doing very well. Oh gosh, 4th Fleet, my gosh. Didn't realise that it would bomb so quickly. So 4th Fleet come back. Can I queue up more to invade? 5th Fleet, just don't turn your backs. So yeah, very happy with the way that our cruisers performed, but high casualties amongst the frigates, and we've only got a small fleet now we need to rebuild as a matter of urgency. So yeah, the Draylok cruiser is quite a bit bigger than the Courtesine one, which is good. More expensive, obviously. Let's add in. I need to requisition a few more, but let's add in another 2 to the 5th Fleet because they were very useful. Okay, the polyps have taken both those worlds. Our troops still quite a long way away. This cruiser is damaged now. Not too bad. That one's also damaged, but mostly the armour at the front. So, to my 1st fleet, I do. We'll come and have a look at Honor Read as well. Courtesine have quite a few systems. There's Cordron though. Yeah, I don't know whether we want to attack that. It's lucky there's exclamation marks here, but doesn't seem to be anything there. It could be where the Remnant Portal is. Let's should we divert our scouts just to check that out? Troops almost arrived. There is the outpost. So we've got 1 troop there, and then there's 5 on the way. Okay, so I don't think we need to bring the 4th Fleet again to bombard that. 5th Fleet sort of concentrate together. A lot of crashed ships, which give us some production bonuses. Nothing so far. No, seems to be okay. All right, let's move towards Honorary then. So yeah, the polyps captured that world. So we've got kind of polyp worlds within the middle of our empire, and as well also these dauntless ones, which I'd like to get rid of if we can. So Cirrus is a 6.2 billion Terran rich. Oh yeah, two richness. That's very nice. So it'll be good to add that to our empire. Just need lots more ships. We've got some infiltrators on the ground. We'll need more than that, but they're on the way to take out the outpost. Let's have a look at the Quartazine. They've got 11 planets. Okay. I'm wondering whether actually peace would be the right way to go whilst we build up our fleet again. We'll put the game speed up. Because that battle did... an event requires our attention. Freed from their Quartazine masters, a group of Owlux approaches us with an offer in deep space. We've successfully conquered our first Quartazine world. The Quartazine are an odd race of completely immobile mollusk-like creatures. They have a hard outer shell and a single large sensory organ. The Quartazine have developed complex pheromonal emitters that allow them to manipulate the native creatures on their home planet. The Quartazine have a symbiotic relationship with the species called the Owlux, who are enslaved by the Quartazine's pheromones. With the death of so many Quartazine in our invasion, many Owlux are awakening from their drug-fueled slavery and hailing us as liberators. So that will basically allow us to research the Owluk liberation bombs. So we've captured this world. We will turn this into an industrial one. And yeah, we're just recovering that production now with our troops. So, Honorary, let's go and have a little look. Okay, recovered a fair bit of production, which will boost the outpost. Fifth Fleet can just sort of orbit around Cirrus 1. What is this? This is a step average. Potentially 3.7. Oh, there's quite a number of ships in orbit. There's some defences, planetary shields, a few defensive buildings as well. Okay, let's pull away from that for the moment. Pull away, and we'll come back over towards Cirrus. Subspace projectors being built out to incorporate Cirrus into our empire. Oh, I really do dislike these polyp networks right in the middle of our own. Okay, great. We've got vertical farm, which will help with food production. Let's go... Yeah, let's go drones, actually. Drone AI command. And then we'll be able to produce sort of a drone carrier, which I think will just give us a little bit of additional flexibility when we're fighting. Not sure what drone weapons to go with yet, but we'll work that out once we've got the drones. So, Fifth Fleet then, how are you doing? Oh, there we go, Fighter Hulls 1 unlocked. Yeah, let's just leave it a little bit more to gather some more ships together. Surprised the Kolrathi didn't press their war further. But perhaps they had other things to worry about. This Vulfa Empire is pretty large. The United Federation still clinging on. How are the Polyps doing? So the Polyps are second in military strength. So are the Vulfa the first? No, they're not. Who's the first? No, the Kolrathi first in military strength. Okay. So we've got a great economy, but not enough ships. Which is sort of story of my life. Which makes me think I should perhaps be researching another production technology. Producing, yeah, well, 31. In fact, wouldn't that vertical farm be more useful? Okay, so that got us the drone AI command. We managed to research all of that pretty quickly. What could we... excuse me. What could we do in terms of drone weaponry? Let's have a look. If I go to shipyard and drone attack cannon. Oh, it's got the energy cannon. Actually, we could put blue lasers on. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do that in a bit. What about the next level of production then? Quite expensive. Xenomining would be one way. Soil enrichment, improve fertility. Planetary stock exchange. Let's look at socio-engineering. Oh, terraforming. Get that going, I suppose. Logistics. Let's go with xenomining too. It'll take us a while to research it, but I think it will really help. And then, yeah, in the shipyard, let's build ourselves a little drone. So we'll go with the blue laser. Power, we're going to need an improved drone engine. Defense, well, we want... If I go with a shielded command module, take off the symmetry there. That will give some defense. Doesn't need ordnance. Could put it forward. It's already going to be pretty fast though. So do I actually have two shielded on there? Because that will give two shields. What's the design issue? Low weapon accuracy. Well, we don't really care about that. Partial weapon efficiency. Oh yeah, so the power is a bit... it's okay. A slow warp speed. Yeah, let's leave that and call it just BL drone, blue laser drone. And now I want to create a drone carrier ship. So if we load up the cruiser and strip out these large weapons, probably strip out some of the power generation. Ordnance. Well, we need a bit of ordnance for these PD weaponry. Ditch those, I suppose. Is there any way I could bring this reactor back one, or... oh no, I can just get rid of those, I suppose. There we go. And then go with drone launch tubes. Blue laser drones, and then go with a whole bank of those. Now we will need loads of ordnance, so the blue laser drone costs 21, and we've got, let's just have a little look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're going to need about 280 odd in ordnance, which we've already got a fair amount, but yeah, we need more. So I'll pop you in there. Armoured ordnance there, perhaps. Go. Recharge at warp is a bit low, actually. So okay, we need some more power. What about getting rid of these? That will help. Pop in a fusion reactor there, and more ordnance in there. That gives us plenty of ordnance. Yeah, I don't think I want an ordnance fabricator. But let's, I think we can get rid of some of this internal stuff and add more ordnance storage in there, just so that we've got plenty. Okay, so we'll save that as a Hawk. There we go. And let's add a couple of those in. 4. That's not a couple, but it's not too many either. So the question is whether to press on with an offensive against the Courtesine. I think if we're not going to attack the Courtesine, then we need to be attacking maybe the Polyps or the Dauntless. If we go and conquer more of these systems, it is really going to stretch us out and get us mixed in with the Kolrathi, who have got the strongest fleet. So I think actually I'm going to hold off advancing north anymore. Let's see whether the Courtesine will have peace with us. Yes, they will. Great. Okay. So we're at peace. So who, what are we gonna? You know, it's a choice between the Dauntless, who are 6th in military strength, or the Polyps, who are 2nd. So I kind of think the Dauntless, but we're going to need to build up first. And then, yeah, if we move to try and take Ivaniel with its 9.2 billion, Reeled isn't that exciting. Oh, 7.8 billion. And then, yeah, push against some of these systems here. But I'll leave it here for today, guys. Again, sorry for the break, but I needed to get better. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks very much.